Let's do a sound check really quick. Let's make sure that you guys can hear me. As you are entering the chat, if you guys are able to comment, just give me a thumbs up emoji. Okay, anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Holy Spirit, I ask that you enhance my gifts at this time. Amen. Okay. Hi guys, welcome in. Okay, so I have a very urgent message. I'm going to try not to keep you guys too long. I just feel like energetically somebody is going through it and really trying not to have a meltdown. Okay, so that is what I am literally here for right now. Like, somebody feels like they could burst into tears. They're doing a really good job of not doing that, because you are constantly taking charge of the situation, whatever is going on with you. But it's not easy, okay? Whoever I'm speaking to, it has not been easy for you. There has been some trauma that has been recently dug up for you, and it's trauma that stems from a really long time ago. You are officially completing a cycle. I got the angel number 1010 right before I started your live stream. And hi guys, hi Kyrie, hi Star, hi Elizabeth, hi XO, and let's see, Kyrie, Jamie, Owl, High Priest, Hillary. You guys can hear me okay? Okay. So you guys are getting out of a situation that has not been easy for you because something from the past has been dug up or it has been rearing its head. And you feel like, oh my gosh, I thought I was done with that. Like, why do I feel so worried or anxious or scared or on the edge of my seat? And you're doing a really good job of holding it together, calling back your power. And thank you, Jamie. Doing a really good job of calling back your power, but you're also like trying not to be delusional either. So you guys have just been going through it, and I'm here to give you some good news, and you will know if this message is for you. At the end of this message, I'm going to get into any love messages that you guys might need, because I felt really called to that. I wasn't going to pull out charms, but then right before I went live, I felt called to that. So I felt called to certain decks. These are the charms that I pulled right before the live stream, literally 5 minutes before, and the pre-pull that I got 10 minutes before, to get my confirmations for what I wrote down. All right. Welcome, everybody. If you guys are new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. I am your favorite YouTuber. I am your cosmic cheerleader. I am your spiritual advisor. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. So grab whatever you be smoking on, snacking on, sipping on, because I am here to uplift your spirits today. Today's download is, or this specific urgent message download is called Cue the happy-ish, okay, because it's about freaking sinking time. Those that left you ripped open, okay, because you guys are feeling literally ripped open, like you've been gutted by some people that you really cared about, and you're trying not to let it like affect you, but you also want to heal and like let it affect you. Does that make sense? You're like, I don't want this to affect me, but it is affecting me. That type of emotion. And yeah, those that left you ripped open, left you feeling gutted, torn apart, ripped to shreds, they're getting a knock on their door. Okay? They are literally getting a knock on their door, and they are officially being introduced to karma. They are officially being introduced to justice. I don't know why or who needs to hear this, but you'll know if it's for you. I got you are finally getting your life back. Okay, so as these people are being introduced to karma, as they're being introduced to justice, you at the same time, simultaneously, you are getting your life back because you have completed a cycle that was not easy for you. Okay, and I'm getting your done cycle completed, so it's time to heal and it's time to shine. You say, okay, so affirm it below. Cue that happy-ish. Like, you guys are ready to smile, you're ready to shine, you're ready to heal. You're like, I don't want to be dealing with sadness, but I'm going to get through this. And you're just realizing how tough you are and how much your mindset has really shifted, how far you've come since this actually ever first happened to you. So, whatever trauma is being dug up or trying to come from underneath the rug, something that you thought you healed, you guys have been going through a step and repeat. As you guys have been going through the step and repeat, you're like, oh my gosh, I am on this merry-go-round and it's really annoying. I'm trying to trust, I'm trying to use my discernment and figuring out how to close the cycle. You've officially closed it because something you stepped towards that you didn't know if you could trust completely, you didn't know if it would work out completely. This is what you're stepping towards. You believed in it, you carried it out, and even though it could have been a very gritty, bumpy, nasty ride, you guys got through it. And some of you guys might be feeling angry or emotional or just absolutely positively drained because of what this ripped open inside of you. Some shadow work that still needed to be done, a cycle that really needed to be completed, and you are getting your new beginning. All of this practice, all of this step and repeat, it was not for nothing. This is a major breakthrough in your life where you are getting to bloom. You guys have been really hard on yourself, like, oh, I should be smarter. I should have known. I should be past this lesson already. But a lot of you guys that gravitate towards my content are late bloomers. So throw that out the window, thinking that you should be this much further along. You're a lot further ahead than most around you. Okay? You are a lot further ahead. So God is saying, cue the happy-ish. You don't have to sit in the corner victimizing yourself, feeling bad, just saying, why didn't I know better? Why didn't I do better? And that is also a cycle that you're getting ready to complete, is even though you're doing the step and repeat, not victimizing yourself after the step and repeat. So what I got for you guys is you had confidence. Your confidence was turned upside down. You guys have been feeling like a student, feeling like an apprentice all over again. It's like thinking that you have seniority and then realizing you're really at entry level and you're like, wait, but what? How did I get here? And even though you feel like you're entry level, you have to realize that you guys have a lot of wisdom. Okay, so people are looking at you like, they're not entry level. They're not an apprentice. They must know somebody that knows somebody because they know a lot of information that I don't know. So you need to remember that all of this happened for your perspective to shift, for your confidence to shift, for your power to shift. And it took great limbo. It took great sacrifice. It took great reflection, many delays. And now you guys have the spiritual insight. So affirm it below. I have the spiritual insight. I am in tune. They better freaking ask somebody. You guys are getting back to feeling like you wear the crown. I kept getting that symbol a lot in your guys' download, is you had a crown on your head and you felt like you weren't worthy of it. You're like, oh, like I feel like bad. Like maybe I shouldn't have this because I should be further along, whether it was spiritually, emotionally, financially, whatever it was, you are really learning how to not give yourself such a hard time. Okay. I am hearing a motorcycle, you guys, and it's a Harley. I'm so excited. Thank you for the confirmation. Dang it, I wish it was coming this way, but it's going that way. You guys are becoming more brave. And this is something that you're not realizing. You are a risk taker, where many would be like, I'm going to sit this one out. So it's almost like God is wanting me to remind you, like, hey, I know you want to beat yourself up in the corner right now, but look at how brave you are that you even did the step and repeat this many times, that you are actually closing out this cycle where many would give up. Many would have given up. Okay, many wouldn't have even walked or driven near this tower. And you guys really handling your upheavals like a boss after um being ripped open how many times? It's almost like every time you step towards something you thought was going to be good, it just went to shit. And you're like, I thought I was doing something good. So you had to repeat that until you figured out either you had to go back to something that you didn't think you would have to, or you had to start from scratch. You just were getting really impatient or frustrated, which is understandable. You guys are a specialist in anything that you do. Do you understand that about yourself? You guys are a specialist in anything that you do. That is how much wisdom you guys carry. You guys take a great deal of pride in anything that you do. So it doesn't matter if you have the experience or not, if you have the certification or not. You guys take a great amount of pride in the wisdom that you have, in the wisdom that you share. And so I guess I'm just supposed to remind you of, how amazing you are, how disciplined you are. So God wants to tell you, the universe, the divine, the creator, whatever your belief system is, you are crafty. You are creative. You have work ethic that's like unmatched. You guys have incredible discipline right now that like most wouldn't even know what to do. You really need to applaud yourself for that discipline alone. And it takes discipline to be on a merry-go-round, knowing like, okay, this is the version of insanity, or this is the definition of insanity, but I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you're like, I'm gonna figure this out. You had to let go when the merry-go-round was going faster. You had to surrender when you were on the merry-go-round getting nauseous. You had to really reflect when you were too exhausted from spinning to do so. And the spinning caused delays. The different things that you were going through put you in limbo, but it changed your perspective for the better. And you are the one moving the pieces on the board, not the other way around. Thank you, 5 Point, for being a member of 1 month. Um, you guys are starting to realize that you are brave, you are a risk taker, and some of this was a no, not some of this. A lot of this was trial and error. Okay? You guys felt like a student, you felt inexperienced, you felt like you were making a lot of mistakes. You felt like I got put in this laboratory and I am not a scientist. But other people were looking at you like, "Oh my gosh, they're like really smart." But you weren't looking at yourself like that. You were definitely not looking at yourself like that. Everyone's like, dang, they got so much wisdom. They picked this up so fast. And whether it's a learning disability or ADHD, you guys could be like me, like math or numbers could be really hard, or you guys could have been in certain classes for certain topics when you were younger, and other people could have been like making fun of you, other kids. And I feel that because I went through similar things because of my ADHD and having issues with math and science especially. But even though you guys have issues with certain topics, this is how people are looking at you. They're like, oh my gosh, they're so freaking smart. They're so smart. Like, you might as well be the one with the certificate. You guys literally might as well be somebody with the certificate. So no more calling yourself out. No more telling yourself that you're not enough. No more doubting yourself. No more telling yourself that you're too old for this, or too young for this, or you're not smart enough for this. Like, you're done with that. You're smart, like beyond smart, because you got the School of Hard Knocks. Okay? You guys have also visited Petty University. You guys have also just like taken the scenic route, a time or five. Okay? You got all types of credits on all types of streets. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And I love that for you guys. I know I pulled out the Barbie cards tonight. I was like, oh yeah, we need that. But oh my gosh, the fact that this came out and I was like, see this, you don't feel like a scientist, okay? You don't feel like you have it figured out, but you actually do. And the reason why you could be hard on yourself is because you figure things out in a very unconventional way. And now you're learning to tap into that unconventional. You're learning to trust yourself a little bit more. You are learning that you are truly a specialist, and you are learning how to be more of a free spirit. You are learning how to tap into the wanderlust, being more spontaneous, and enjoying being the rebel. Like being the rebel, but like with a cause. Being a rebel, but like not trying to hurt anybody. And yeah, you guys are tapping back into the sun after feeling like you had to have your nose in the books. You felt like this is kind of like when you're being punished, okay? Say when you were little, you got punished by writing sentences or having to write sentences on a chalkboard. You feel me? It's like being stuck in detention. Motorcycle confirmation. You guys felt like you were stuck in detention forever. You're like, I'm never going to get out of this mother effer. I love that that motorcycle is there right now. I love that. And you're like, I'm never going to freaking get out of here. This sucks so much. And it felt like a merry-go-round. You're like, I'm the sun. I'm not supposed to be in here writing sentences like Bart Simpson. Like, I'm not supposed to be in here doing that. But really. And now you're starting to see like, oh, the way that I learn is a little bit unconventional, but I am accepting that. And get this, bestie. A lot of people can't guess your age anyways, so really embrace that. Okay? Like, not only are you a late bloomer, but you are steady sipping on the fountain of youth, and everything you learn makes you more youthful, makes you younger. Okay? These people left you feeling exposed. They didn't have proper boundaries, but be proud of yourself that when you saw they were going to yank the crown off your head, when you saw that they were coming from a place of weakness, they didn't respect your boundaries, you cut out of there quick. Okay, you cut out of there quick. And you are repairing what has been exposed. So that could be what's triggering to you is wanting to rush it and realizing that you can't. Okay, wanting to rush detention, rush writing the sentences, but realizing, oh, no, 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 I can't. Because if whatever you were doing, if it wasn't done the right way, it was going to have some major effects on your life. However, that applies to you. You guys are also trying to protect yourself without being too guarded because you already know that it's hard for you to love, it's hard for you to trust. So you were learning the balance of defending yourself, like not being like crazy, not being too guarded. You were learning the balance between being unconventional and embracing it, being the risk taker and embracing it, and being the sun. You guys are very childlike. You guys can have a lot of Leo in your chart, or you could be a Leo sun, moon, or rising. Maybe even a Cancer or Pisces sun, moon, or rising. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. You don't have to be, though. And you feel like as you've been on this merry-go-round, the sunshine has been missing. Thank you, Jean, for your donation. You guys feel like the sunshine has been missing. Like you've been on this ride, but you're like, where's the sun? Where's this? When am I getting off of this? When am I getting out of detention? Like, when is this going to be over? And your patience is paying off. I know some of you guys can have a lot of anxiety from all the activity that has been taking place in your life, but know this. Whoever wounded you this bad, whoever caused this to be ripped open, whoever caused you to be on this merry-go-round, making you kind of feel like you don't know anything about anything, they haven't seen anything yet in regards to justice. Okay, especially if this was a relationship where you're like, I thought I was done with the karmics. I thought I was done with the frenemies. I thought I was done with these dummies. Okay, we are retired from talking to dummies. Yes, we are. Riddle me what? We are retired from talking to dummies. Okay, and what I mean by dummies is Decepticons, those that like push our boundaries instead of respecting them, those that question our methods or our boundaries instead of just falling in line, you guys are getting a huge blessing of rapid movement, rapid blessings. Okay, we have the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. You guys have things coming in fast for you, where you were upset, like, oh my gosh, things aren't just moving along. It was so frustrating to you. Whatever you were going through, it was so frustrating that time didn't move fast enough. You're like, obviously this isn't fun, so time is not flying. And it was really testing your endurance. It was testing your resilience. And now you're going to be rewarded. So cue the happy shit. I'm just going to say it. Okay, cue the happy shit. It's time for you to tap back into optimism, your high vibration that comes naturally to you, because something's getting fixed. You felt like you were swimming with the sharks, okay? You felt like somebody left you in the deep end with no life jacket, and you're like, riddle me, what? I can't swim, bro. Like, help me. Help me. Help me help you. And it's time to get back to that joy. But be easy with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. It's taking time. I really hope this message is freaking making sense, because I normally do not go live this late, but I just felt like, okay, I can just tell you guys this urgent message really quick, or I can try to. Okay, I'm getting a lot about swimming and a fear of drowning, or a big fear. There was like a big fear that had been lying dormant. Okay, you'd been going through a cycle, but it was like every 4 to 6 months, or maybe once a year. But now you were having to like go through it a lot. So it felt like you were going through the ringer. It felt like you were just having issues. You're like, I don't want to keep going through this. I feel like I got left in the deep end and everybody just left me here. So I've got swimming with the sharks. I've got the octopus. Like, you guys could be, I mean, who wants to be in the ocean in the dark? Not I. I don't know if you guys want to be, but I do not. What I get with this octopus is there's things in the dark in the ocean. Okay? It's one thing to be out there in daylight. I mean, if swimming or scuba diving is your thing, awesome. But that ain't for me. Like, not in the dark. No, sir. No, ma'am. And it's just showing me like there were these fears where you're like, I'm already in the deep end. Everybody left me behind. It just made you feel abandoned and scared. And then there's sharks and octopuses. And you're like, I don't want to be here. No, I do not. You're like, how do I change the program? You had to complete the cycle. You're like, I'm not about to be a pawn in somebody else's game. There's also going to be a lot of tea spilt about you, or a lot of people inquiring about what's going on in your life, because you feel like you just went to battle, but others are seeing you coming out like this glowing diamond fluorescent, like, I'm just getting a lot of fluorescent colors. Like, I have this bucket. I have the hand, which I take as the hand of the king. I have the electric bolt. I have the avocado, the mushroom. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's time for you guys to glow. So even though you were thrown in the deep end, did I say thank you, Oracle King, for your donation? Thank you if I didn't say thank you. My brain is like, it's not working right now. You guys were in fight or flight. And when you were in the deep end, you're like, oh my gosh, like, I can't see down here. Do you know what I mean? And that could have just had you literally terrified. Like, terrified. You're like, there's no way to wake up. There's no way to get up out of this dream. I don't know what to do. There's nowhere to run. And then you realize that you glow. You shine. You rise. You are the lighthouse. You are galactic in every sense of the word. So all you have to do is, while you're lying there, like in this dark, scary ocean by yourself, remember, it's kind of like Avatar. Avatar 2. Like, you just have to remember who you are. And you're going to light up the whole ocean. Which is terrifying. But it's time for things to unfold smoothly. It's time for things to bloom smoothly in your life. Okay? And yeah, you're just realizing that you're rising as the star. Not every lesson's going to be perfect or so easy. Not every cycle is going to be so easy to figure out. Sometimes we have to double check, triple check the math. Sometimes it takes months. Sometimes it takes years. But you guys got it figured out. This has taken so, this has taken a toll on you, this practice. You're ready for this breakthrough and you're ready for this happiness. You guys could even be feeling bashful. Like, is this a trick? Is it going to get taken away? Is something going to happen as soon as I accept the happiness? And I'm getting no. You're going to be really taking care of yourself in a better way. If you guys haven't been drinking a lot of water, I don't know why I'm getting that. You're going to start drinking mad water. Getting picky about your water. If you guys have been eating a lot of processed food, I'm not here to judge, but I'm just getting with the charms here that you guys are really taking inventory of what you don't need and what's going to make you feel better. Part of it is from what you're trying to heal, part of it is from the trauma, but at this point, you will do anything that will make you feel better. You don't care if it's prayer, if it's lighting a candle, if it's eating a freaking stinking avocado. You don't care what it is. You're like, I just want to do that now. So some of you guys could also be listening to 432 Hertz because you guys are trying to learn how to be in your own body and you are tired of being in fight or flight. So this also reminds me of CPTSD, where you guys could have suffered a lot of narcissistic abuse from your childhood or from relationships, and you're always like jumping at shadows, seeing things out of the corner of your eyes, and this happens every time there is an upheaval. So you're learning to either do ice baths or ice baths for the hands. You're doing meditation, visualization, you're praying more, and you've never been so serious because you don't ever want to repeat that one cycle that you just repeated or completed. You're like, I do not want to go through that again. Okay? It had you that shook. You're like, I never want to go through that again. It reminds me of having a nightmare that feels so real, right? That you wake up and you're like, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad I'm awake. I'm so glad that was not for real. You feel me? That's how you feel right now. You're like, I will do whatever. I will do whatever. I'm not taking nothing for granted. I'm just not. I don't want to be defensive. I don't want to be walking around ripped open with like my insides out everywhere, like showing people that I'm broken, busted, hurt still. You're definitely shielded right now. The shield is up. The guard is up. You're gonna like, who are you? And what are you talking about? Like, you're willing to love, but your meter of reading people is off the charts. Okay? There is a way that you guys psychically connect to people. You have figured out what that is or how you do that. Whatever that gift is, whether it's actually being around people, touching people, reading for them, however you guys tune into people, you are seeing it very clear who you F with, who you don't want around, because not everyone has good intentions. Remember, as you are this fluorescent star, this gem, it's going to attract light, but it's going to attract a lot of dark. Okay, everything in that dark, dusty little ocean is going to be attracted to your light. And you are learning how to decipher who wants to ride your coattails, who wants to use you, who wants an opportunity. And you're like, I just got done swimming with the sharks. I just woke up from that nightmare for real. I am not about to get up on that merry-go-round, not one more time. No, I am not. No, I am not. So you are not sharing certain things either. I'm also seeing you guys become more private until you like fully trust people. So if some people are asking you for information and something within you is like, you're trying to figure out, is that a trigger? Am I just not trusting people? Or what is it? Like you're kind of on edge right now. So this is what you're trying to figure out. Like, you're trying to not be defensive. You're trying to let go. You're trying to stay in that state of surrendering and being in flow. And right now I'm getting that you are just, it's like getting out of the water and being really cold. You're just kind of like, you're standoffish. That's the word. You are spiritually standoffish, especially around people. You're like, I just went through some shit. Can you just stand on your side? Okay. Like, you don't even want to be around people. Like, that's how I know you guys are. I feel like this is why it was an urgent message. You don't want to be like that. Standoffish or super guarded. But you got some things you're sorting out. And I got 10-10 stage of completion. It's time to cue the happy-ish. It's time to cue the happy shit in your life. Don't be so hard on yourself, but also protect yourself. You are doing a really good job and understanding that, yes, you do need to protect yourself because sometimes you know better. Does that make sense? Sometimes you guys know better. And what you're doing is you're going to be pushing for that. Like, hey, I know you recommended this, but I'm telling you right now, I'm not never getting on that merry-go-round. So if you're taking me anywhere near that ride, I got something for your ass. It's a no. Okay? It is a no. All right, let me see what else I got for you guys. But I'm getting a lot changing about how you eat. A lot is changing about your daily activities because of how this cycle served you. You're like, I don't want to be around people right now. I just want to eat good, mind my business. Okay, you're like, I don't want to be effed with right now. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone while I heal. And I get that. Okay. You guys have closed out a cycle. You have closed out a season, a very imperative season in your life where you guys could have been seeing that the extremes that you went through as a child or with family or in love relationships left a mark on you. It left a stamp or a scar. And this cycle, you are like, I'm not sweating them. You're learning how to not sweat certain things. You feel me? Healing from the past and learning to love. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, think about it. Like Saturn's in retrograde right now. Okay, remember these messages are timeless. And it's just certain things that need to be closed out so you can transform, so you can bloom, because there are miracles knocking on your door. Your enemies, the ones that like were bopping you around, they're being dealt with and justice is knocking on their door while miracles are knocking on yours. And yeah, you guys are releasing a lot of rage. Or you just did. Because they did a number on you. Like it was a friendship I'm getting. Somebody had a friendship here where this person took you for granted and they were left to their own devices and they thought they were going to be able to complete running game on you. They got and you felt a lot of rage because you've been on damage control. I've been getting that as a current theme. Damage control. Completing cycles from people effing you over, having to fix it, having to repair it, having to put things back together, and having to do it by yourself. So I understand why you're annoyed. Okay. We have action. You're learning to let people help you. Okay, if you guys watched yesterday's live stream, you were learning that you have spiritual support coming in. You don't have to be so standoffish. They can kind of read you too, that you're like, I just went through some ish and I don't really know if I need a new friend, but I mean, if you want to help me, thank you. That type of thing. And you kind of like turned your back on certain things that you used to think. Okay? You're really looking at the creator, God, or your cosmic blueprint like, I think I get it now. Or I understand what my purpose is, or I understand how my gifts are activated, or I understand how to act. There's a big understanding that you've come to. You guys will know what it is. But as you contemplating, like, I really need to appreciate life more. I really need to take better care of myself. And you're just learning really how to love yourself first. Okay, you are learning how to be a little bit more selfish. That's not easy for whoever I'm speaking to. You guys are a very generous person. You're always laying out plans for others, doing for others, and you're kind of like, I got to do a better job of doing for me. Okay, this is like going to a spa day, and your children are calling. They're like, "What are you doing? Why did you leave us? When are you coming home?" This is like, instead of you answering the phone every 3 seconds, just not answering the phone. Okay, not answering the phone, because again, 10-10, we have Mott, giving and receiving. You are learning that you give so much, but you are not a giving machine. You need to receive. You need space to receive. So you are creating boundaries with your loved ones. Like, hey, I freaking love you. I adore you, but I need time. I need space. I got to take care of this. Your priorities are shifting. It doesn't mean that you love whoever you love any less. You're just like, I need to take better care of myself so I can take better care of everybody else. Hi, Darcel. Thank you. I appreciate you. Resistance. See? This came out on its side. You're like, I don't want to resist what I know is for me, which is sunshine. Okay? Because, I mean, if it was up to the op, you'd still be ripped open on the side of the street. You feel me? You're like, I can't resist anymore. I'm just going to get dragged. Okay? You know that this route is you being dragged, and you know that this route is better balance, better harmony, you taking better care of yourself and not feeling unwell or unrested. Storms. There is a storm coming in, okay? You guys have electric miracles that are going to be circling around you. Ooh, I got the chills. Oh my gosh, spiritual tingles. Okay, you guys have been cutting necessary cords. So you guys are getting these like rings, like a, you know what it reminds me of? Sonic the Hedgehog from like Sega Genesis, like old school game. Okay, well, not that old school, but like millennial old school. Okay, there were those rings from Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like you are collecting all of these rings, and they're miracles that are going to be in your life coming in rapidly, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And for those that really try to take you for a ride, that did not appreciate you, the ones that you cut these cords, I mean, they literally left you dusted, busted on the side of the road. They're electric towers that are coming in. They are being introduced to justice. They are being introduced to karma. But it's like you are being granted more life, more creativity. So it's almost like Sonic the Hedgehog, like running towards the rings. And, like, that was like, I love that. It's so fun. It's so simple, but it's like so fun. And each of these rings just symbolizes you getting life, more creativity, more love for yourself. I have the chills. Like, you guys deserve this. Whoever this message is for, you guys literally deserve this. Okay, so you guys could like playing video games, because I'm getting a lot about programming, or you guys have been doing a lot of work on your subconscious. Maybe that's the case. For others of you, you guys are really into video games, live streaming. Maybe you guys are on Twitch, or maybe maybe you're a millennial. What else am I getting? Yeah. Gaming life. Yes, you do deserve greater things in your life. Yes, you do. Oh, you guys. Self-love. Like, are you serious? You do deserve more love. You do. You do. You guys are taking charge of a situation. And instead of running towards having to take care of people, you're like, I'm going to pick some flowers right now. You're just going to start doing random things for yourself. not really wanting to explain it to people. Yes. If you guys are a millennial and you are proud, okay? If you are a millennial and you are proud, what can we drop down below? What would be a good symbol for millennials? Is there a video game controller? If there's a video game controller emoji, you guys should drop that in the comments. All my millennials. You cannot be programmed, and everything you do is timeless. Okay. I love that. Pulling over to pick wildflowers. Yeah, you guys are just not going to. Thank you, Kyrie. You guys are not going to let people program you. I feel like the millennials specifically, I feel like this message is really for millennials as well. I don't know if I have a lot of millennials that watch, but I feel like there's something with the age and what's going on with Saturn's retrograde that is making you repeat a certain lesson or cycle, and you're closing it out with a lot more wisdom or finality. I don't know how to say that word, but you know what I mean. Okay, you know what I mean. Look at all the millennials. Yes, I love that. You are taking note of the signs and the synchronicities. You are finding it more intriguing at this time, and you're just enjoying the signs and synchronicities like they're whispers from God or they're whispers from the universe. You're finding it more magical at this time because of all that you've recently been through. I'm seeing that some of you guys are going to be changing your look or changing your aesthetic, or maybe you feel like you're improving it. You could have watched my message from earlier, like a star makeover you guys could be going through. There is going to be a lot of people gossiping about you guys, but it's because you are the vault right now. Wait, I'm 1983. I think 1983 is millennial. I'm pretty sure. 1990, I'm pretty sure is millennial. Not only am I a millennial, but I'm a Capricorn. Yes. 1985. Yes, you're a millennial. 86. Yes, you are a millennial. I love that. We have career change. Somebody here is considering a career change. And I would just keep praying on that if you feel like you're really confused. But I'm seeing that you guys are going to be getting a W. I have a very specific download that I'm getting. Somebody here knows that they focus too much on finance. And so much to the point where they temporarily think scarcity because they're like, this has got to get paid. This has got to get paid. And what I'm seeing is you're really going to be working on or practicing not paying bills a certain way. Not like you're not paying the bills, but like not complaining while you're paying the bills. Or, like especially for millennials, like it's not like we didn't have freaking what do you call it? We didn't have all this stuff. We didn't have Twitter, okay? We didn't have Facebook. We didn't have these things. Okay, we didn't have those things. And so you guys are just, I feel like for millennials specifically, it's changing the mindset is important once you go through your spiritual awakening. Like it's so important because you could feel like everyone else is so further ahead. Like they just get technology or they just get this or that. And they know how to be an entrepreneur. They're just good at finance. You guys are embarking on something new, but you're also learning how to not be so hard on yourself with finances because it always works out for you. So if you're like riding your person's behind, like, you know what, you need to pay this, you need to pay that, you need to pay this, you need to do this, why isn't this paid? Whatever you normally freak out about, you're seeing that, okay, I need to tone it down a little bit because I cannot be saying I'm all these great things in regards to the law of attraction, but also be complaining or I don't know. So something that I like to do or something that I try to do, I'm not perfect at it, is when I'm paying a bill, everything I spend comes back times 10, times 50, times 100. Some of you guys will have your own things that you like doing when you're paying bills or having to spend money, but I'm seeing that you guys are really focusing on that because you guys are in spiritual recovery, you guys are in financial recovery. Yes, yeah. So instead of us being like, oh my gosh, what happened? Just realizing, okay, let me tone it down. I have enough to pay this bill. Let me not make it very theatrical. Okay, some of us are very theatrical. Okay, I feel that. Thank you, 777. Some of us are very theatrical when we're paying the bills. Okay, we must be Leos for sure. I'm getting that for show. Okay, look, lion. Shut the front door. Some of you guys have been feeling really lonely, and I've been telling you guys spiritual support is coming in. The divine is saying banish loneliness by reaching out to specific people. Someone here is also going to be writing a book. Not only are you going to be making a career change, oh, maybe that's the career change. Somebody here is thinking about writing a book. I mean, you guys think about it. If you feel like you've lived like 50 lifetimes, you might as well write a book. Okay, you might as well. If you feel like you went to the school of hard knocks, okay, if you feel like you visited a petty university, you might as well write a book. Maybe that's what this is about. Embarking on this new career change. Maybe you thought, I'm not a good writer. Do you do channeled writing though? Okay, because I didn't think I was a good writer, and I do a lot of channeled writing. Like a lot. Okay, so if you guys do channeled writing, if you guys write music, I don't know, if you guys journal a lot, there could be a book inside of you that needs to be expressed. Maybe you are seeing a change in your blueprint or what God has planned for you. Because I keep getting that you have a gift that's being activated. So like cue the happy-ish. Like right now you guys are protecting your heart. You are banishing the Decepticons. Love that. And you are figuring out your purpose. Like another layer or another level to your purpose. Leo rising. I know the lion came out when I said that. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We have the chameleon. Harley. Confirmation. With the chameleon, this is about sealing your ambition. And so this is important because the motorcycle drove by at the same time. Concealing your ambition with patience until it's time to make your move. If you guys have a social media, if you guys are a little busybody, a busy bee, very social, okay, maybe not right now, but maybe normally when you get really excited about an idea, you share it with certain people. I'm getting, don't do that. Not right now. Because I don't think you guys realize out of this lesson, out of this cycle that you're completing, how much you're really glowing. You guys be downplaying how much you be glowing right now. And people see this shift in you. They see this change in you. So it's about concealing what you really want to create because you are being shown that. There is something that God is showing you. I want you to express this. I want you to write this book. Maybe it's going to help people in spirituality. Maybe it's going to help people with finance or real estate. Whatever it is, there is something being created within you, something shifting within you, and you are not supposed to share that. Because it will bring out more spiritual dun-da-da, especially if you are around a lot of eyes. You feel me? We have justice. Okay, this reminds me of a content creator that recently just wrote a book. So proud of her. She recently wrote a book and she suffered so much spiritual attacks trying to write this book that like she couldn't even film all the time. And everybody knew that there was like something going on with her, but not like specifically. So that is why like you're going to suffer enough, or you could suffer enough just trying to get there. You don't need all of the extra people knowing. Do you know what I mean? Not that we're empowering them, but if this is what God wants you to do, or the creator or the divine, devil energy is going to be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Wow. Conceal your ambition. So, secrecy, silence is going to be your superpower. Because naturally, we're like, oh my gosh, I think I have a new talent. Let me share it with somebody. Naturally excited. I'm getting conceal that ambition, or be very specific, or, you know, be very careful with who you tell. Okay. Anything else for the collective? And then I'm going to get into your guys' love messages. Cosmic Diamond. as you guys are on this cosmic ascension lift, look, it came out again. You guys are going to see that no matter if you're writing a book, if you're singing, if you're picking flowers, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You are here to spread joy and hope and illuminate the world. Be prepared for rapid spiritual growth. Affirm it below. I am ready for growth. I am ready for rapid spiritual growth. I am ready for opportunities. I love these cards. Wow. I'm seeing you guys doing some inner child healing. I'm getting a lot about like picking flowers, taking your time. These are the initials X, S, R, W, and L. You guys are going to be taking up new activities, going outdoors more. You're going to be getting invitations to go outdoors. Like maybe nobody in your family likes going outdoors, but you're going to be getting an invitation to like go outdoors with like some of your new people that are coming in as spiritual support. Okay, let's get a love message for you guys. Let's see what's going on. I get a love message for the collective. Yeah, I'm just getting that for everybody. Okay, for the whole collective. It is time for you to enjoy luxury. It is time for you to enjoy luxury, to embrace it, to thrive, to finally be comfortable, to not feel guilty about being comfortable, to not feel guilty about opulence or abundance or independence, whatever you got going on. Getting a lot of peacock vibes, okay? All right, for somebody that is married, okay, I'm just going to get whatever comes out. For somebody that is married, you guys feel like your other person is slacking. You feel like you are taking care of everything, or you feel like you're trying to heal a Cinderella mentality, okay? This could be somebody married or in a relationship. You feel like, I got to take care of the kids. I got to do all the cooking. I got to do all the cleaning. How did I put myself in a Cinderella situation again? So you're learning boundaries. Like, I'm not taking care of all of this. I'm not going to just do all of this by myself. You are putting your foot down. You're trying to not be, crazy with it, but you are putting your foot down. And then somebody is dating someone that all they care about is social media or gaming. All they care about is online activities. They could be getting on your last freaking nerve. Okay, and I mean like, not like somebody that just is on there. Somebody that is obsessed. That's like all they do. You can't find them. They're like locked in a room. And this could be an issue for you, whoever that message is for. This could be an issue for you because they openly flirt with people on these social media platforms or in this online activities or in these chats. Openly flirts with others in front of significant other, touchy-feely, pretends to be single. Do they have a death wish? Do they have a death wish? Okay, I don't know who that is, but you guys could be dealing with people that turn everything around. And everything is me, me, me for them. You're like, do you ever notice that all you do is talk about yourself? Okay, you're trying to talk to somebody that you're dating or married to, and there are certain quirks or things that you're like, this is bothering me now. All you're doing is talking about you. It's almost like they let you talk for a second just so they can turn it right back around and talk about themselves. So there's that. Okay, there is that. Okay, so I'm just getting random love messages, so just take what applies. Anything not, whoa. Okay, somebody here is wanting guidance about someone that constantly defends their actions and their theories. They twist the truth. Okay, remember this, bestie, whoever that is for. God is not the author of confusion. So whoever is slacking or won't get off of social media or won't get off of their gaming device and then also wants to defend their actions and twist the truth and be the author of confusion, Ooh, I'm hearing a motorcycle. Oh my gosh. Whoever that is, you guys could be seeking out readers, spiritual guidance, and God is wanting you to trust your own intuition. Dang, another motorcycle. God is saying trust your intuition. Your intuition is telling you that you don't even need a reading, that you don't even need spiritual advice for this, that you know that either they're up to no good or that this relationship isn't going to go anywhere. You're just figuring something out about something that you're someone that you're dating. You hear sirens, Kyrie? Let the paramedics sort them out. Okay? Let the paramedics sort them out. Okay, somebody else here is dealing with a person that is smothering them. And you guys are coming to, I feel like for everybody, you guys are coming to a realization of how you really feel about people. The things that you don't like, that you're not going to get over, that you're not going to move on from. So, the best advice that I could give you, if you are with somebody and you're like, oh, what did I do? This is not going to work. The best thing that you could do, especially if you think that they care about you, is tell them how you feel. Don't lead them on. And I'm just seeing you guys are going to be taking action in areas of your life because these things cannot be under the rug. Not for these retrogrades. Okay, the high organic slay, they cannot be under the rug for you are being specifically shown. This is for everybody. You are being specifically shown where you are in a different novel with people around you. You are specifically being shown like, okay, I've outgrown them. This is a different mindset. They don't care about me. You're just realizing certain things. It doesn't have to be that deep, but you are seeing who around you you've outgrown and what the necessary steps are to take. Okay? Yeah. And some of you guys might also be dealing with some that are straight delusional, some that have a dating vendetta. They make everything about revenge. Just whatever you've outgrown, it's coming to a head. Okay? And I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a job, a friendship, a sibling, a family, a marriage. If it's something that you're outgrowing and it's sabotaging your focus, your love for yourself, it's coming up from underneath that rug to be looked at because you guys are getting an opportunity for new beginnings. So cue the happiness. Those that thought they could leave you ripped open, it's just not going down like that. It is not going down like that. You are no longer fighting what is meant for you. Okay, you are destined to have joy, have pleasure, be the sunlight, have things blooming for you, going well for you. I'm seeing that you guys have, okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. And we have trust. Trust that you're getting this breakthrough. Trust that you're getting these new opportunities. I mean, also pray that this message is for you. I don't want to give anybody false hope, but you are tapping into your divine lineage. You are tapping into your cosmic blueprint. You are being brought opportunities. Order is being restored. And you are putting yourself back together. Like I'm seeing you guys like you're sewing your heart back together. You're taking time for yourself. You know, it's like being in this, it's like being in a nest. Like I got it on do not disturb. I do not want to be bothered. I'm sewing my whole life back together. Please don't call me. Okay? Please don't call me. Alrighty, you guys. Remember to rock the crown that you deserve. I had so much fun with you guys figuring out like who's millennials. Like it's just I love hanging out with you guys. And I know that it might not seem easy right now to trust in God's timing or to trust in the universe or to trust that things are unfolding for you, but I truly see that you are trying and you are closing out a cycle. You've been practicing and working towards this and you're finally getting off of this merry-go-round. It is time for secrets to be revealed and for you to nourish and nurture yourself. Like this is like being wounded and you're like, and I won't do certain things better until I really take care of myself. Like, it is that apparent to you that you have to do that. But it's also making you very optimistic about what is coming in for you. So some people are dealing with major justice and karma. Like, trick or treat, open the door, because I have the pumpkin here. It's like they're gonna get tricked or like bamboozled into opening the door for justice. I don't even know, but it's not about to be good. And you guys have your luck coming back and your health. You guys are really going to be taking care of your health. You're changing the program. You're like, I don't want to deal with negativity. I don't want to deal with stupidity. You're just like, I don't want to deal with it. All right, guys. So let me know what's going on in the comments below. You guys have all types of new content. Patreon, you guys have a new video, and your August voting polls are up. And then I have a couple surprises for members only. So stay tuned for that. And I think that's it. All important links are in the description box. Thank you guys for all of your beautiful comments. I know I'm like not behind, but like a little bit behind. But on the comment area. But I love you guys. Don't forget to smash the you know what. Hit the bell, duh. Let me know what's going on with you guys. I hope that you guys can feel this energetic message and this energetic hug that you guys are not alone. And yeah, just thank you guys for being here. Bye, Randon. Bye, Kyrie. Bye, Savage Queen. Bye, Joseph. Bye, Apple. Bye, Organic Slay, Whitney. Thank you, everybody that's a member and everybody that donated. Just thank you, everyone. I just appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.